What's up, bro? Shaking MP.
Get ready to light it up to you.
The Hawks on their way to the locker room earlier, hoping to send their fans home happy tonight. Thursday night, the best. Better be on your game tonight, Clark. These teams like to go, go, go.
Exciting for us and the fans, BA, but exhausting for the defenses. I mean, it should be a high-scoring affair, up-tempo, windshield wiper quality. Expect a lot of substitutions to keep things fresh.
Well, MP has told us that being an all-star is important to the way he wants to lead his team. And he's made it a goal to show everyone that he deserves that spot.
Well, you know, MP's done pretty well, and I'd say he could very well be on his path to an all-star selection. I do think he needs to up his game a bit and really stay consistent at delivering top-shelf performances to be more of a shoe-in.
Here's the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Rizachet out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then it's Jackson. And it's MP in at the point guard position. They swipe it. Outside Young. Inside. Stolen by Jackson. MP outside. The three. Rebounded by Daniels. Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Pass to Bogdanovich. The kick out to Young. On target from range.
They're often shooting from way beyond the arc. Young easily pops in the short-range three.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Quinn Snyder. And when I brought up Giannis Antetokounmpo, Coach was full of admiration, saying it's always going to be difficult when you're playing Giannis. Not only is he one of the best players this league has, but he's also a fierce competitor. Guys, it sounds like he knows what he's up against.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Young can't hit. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. And six-man, a common term in basketball, has a unique meaning for the Atlanta Hawks, Grant.
Yeah, it's the name of their fan base. Extremely loyal and passionate, and they've swayed the outcome of games.
Now here's Young. Turned in an outstanding game against Detroit. Hits a three-pointer.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth. Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom. He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Bogdanovich finds Young. Off target with the 3.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And here's MP from outside. Oh, another miss by MP.
You know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Pass to Young. Back to Daniels. Just 5 on the clock. And here's a Okongwu for 3. Sinks it from distance.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
From deep, MP. And that's his 3rd bucket in 8 attempts.
There was fire in MP's eyes when he let that shot go. And you knew when it left his hands, it was good.
Now here's Young. Consistent production from him, averaging around 27.5 points a game.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. A big group. His first trip to the line tonight.
He did a lot of damage at the free throw line in their last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that. You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
Onyeka Okongwu is out there with Bobby Portis. Then there's Dyson Daniels. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Lillard in at the two-guard position. So that's the Hawks 5. And Clark, Bobby Portis has really become a fan favorite around the league.
He sure has. He's one of my favorites. I mean, everybody loves Bobby Buckets, and I think it's because he's got a blue-collar style and mentality. He's not a guy that was super highly touted coming into the league, and he brings great energy, passion, and tenacity, and he produces. Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
Out to Portis. Fires the three. And that's his fourth bucket of the game in 7 attempts.
Hey, I think every team wants a guy like Bobby Portis. I mean, more than capable from deep. He's able to play the 4 and 5 and gives you good effort at both ends.
And here's MP from outside. Oh, another miss by MP.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Now here's Lillard. No good on the three.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Or just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Here's Daniels. Yet to see a basket. Young, the pass to Portis. Over Clark. And it's Portis. That time on the assist from Young. And the Hawks lead by 16.
Hey, between scoring and rebounding, Portis a major threat for this team. And he's showing it tonight.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Clippers put on a show. He contributed 52 points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. And just a huge game for him. His coaches would love to see him do it again. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
And in traffic, he uses the reverse to keep the shot blocker at bay.
What an incredible move. Not everyone has that kind of skill.
No, that was outstanding, guys.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Hawks. Bojan Bogdanovic, he comes in for Trae Young. And here's MP from outside. Okongwu with the rebound.
Here in the second quarter, he's been cold from distance. I think he may need to adjust his approach.
Lillard against MP. Lillard, a screen on Clark. Pass to Daniels. Fires from the wing. He's off on that one. A big-time effort from Bobby Portis, providing a lot of energy for Atlanta. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. And more NBA action on 2K Sports. Coming your way right after this.
When I look at Milwaukee, the season is still in its infancy, but they've got the firepower and they're playing.
And now how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Hawks.
They're big.
Thanks as always for
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Bobby Portis in his bag in this one.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
And on the floor for Doc Rivers as we get into the second half. They've got Giannis Antetokounmpo, Jackson out there with MP. Then it's Brandon Clark, and it's Risacher in at the 3. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Oh, another miss by MP.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Risacher. No points yet. The long-range hit from MP.
Putting on a shooting clinic from deep. He had that huge first half, and he's still rolling.
And Clark, Giannis is an endearing player in many ways. Which one of his dad jokes is your favorite?
Tell you what, B.A., I can't pick out a favorite, but I love the fact that he's got such a great sense of humor and a sense of being comfortable in his own skin. That all comes out when he interacts with the media and fans. He doesn't take himself too seriously, and I think that's why so many people love him.
Atlanta leading by 9. Pass to Young. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. Hey, Grant, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day?
Well, B.A., through the wonders of technology, players interacting more directly with their fans and telling their own stories. Also, there's a brotherhood. It's a bit more brotherly, with players on different teams more friendly than in days past. And, you know, I'm not sure how I feel about it.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And, guys, this has not been a season to remember for him at the free throw line, certainly to this point.
Beasley's checked in for Milwaukee.
And, you know, Bojan Bogdanovic, not an elite athlete by NBA standards, but he's a live weapon because he can really shoot the ball and put it on the floor.
From deep, MP. Oh, another miss by MP. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
With the game on the line, Ice Trae is dangerous man. Young said, I've been owning the moment my whole life. That's what I do. I've worked too hard to be afraid of the moment. Brian?
Well, Allie, it definitely shows in his play. It's great stuff there. Thank you. The Hawks making a switch here. Portis has checked in. And both free throws good for Okongwu. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. From deep, MP. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got 5 rebounds in the game. Takes a 13-footer. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
They're really working the paint now.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants to review the game plan. And looking at overall steal numbers, here are the teams that continue to wreak havoc. Fourth, the Hawks.
This team will punish you for sloppy ball control, no question. They've got a lot of fast-handed guys just waiting to take advantage. And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
He buries it from 3.
I just love the ball.
Young against MP. Minute 32 left in the third quarter. There's Daniels. The kick out to Young. No good with the triple.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more. He's absolutely killing it from outside.
Here's Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Yeah, defensively, if you come off someone, Young will find him.
MP looking around. Pass to Beasley. Back to MP. Lets it go from deep. Okongwu with the rebound. Atlanta leading by 18. Daniels passes to Young. Johnson on the wing. Portis outside. Okongwu with it. Just 5 to shoot. There's Young with the 3. Knocks it down from distance. Young's got 15.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And out of bounds. The Bucks will take it.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
On the wing, MP. Fires for 3. No good on the buzzer beater. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the...
Checked in for Atlanta. The Bucks also with a sub. MP's checked in for Bufkin. Bobby Portis out there with Chris Boucher. Then there's Damian Lillard. Then there's Dyson Daniels. And it's Young in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And you see player training methods, Grant, a lot more than just running and getting shots up.
And you know, B.A., what interests me, players not just training their bodies better than ever, but also their minds. They're working on hand-eye coordination drills and just all kinds of stuff to enhance their reflexes.
And here's MP from outside. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists in the game. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Hits the trifecta.
Coming right back at him. You got to love the competitive fire from Damian Lillard.
From deep, MP. And it's Boucher with the rebound.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Daniels passes to Young. Portis with it. Boucher right side. Portis with a screen on Beasley. 5 to shoot. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Milwaukee is gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. Just missed it.
Up top, Young. Covered by MP. Back to Young. Ooh, rejected by Wiseman. MP with it. He's picked up by Lillard. Kuzma, left side. MP outside. There's the triple. The rebound by Atlanta.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
And the foul called on MP. That's his 3rd foul so far. Well, Grant, in terms of scheduling, you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but to answer your question, B.A., you have 2 choices. Either fewer regular season games or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
And the thing I've seen that I've really been impressed by is they've gotten everybody involved. Unselfishly making that extra pass, getting that ball to the right guy at the right time for the good shot.
And showing the point guard instincts there. Boy, Giannis can make it look easy.
Lillard up top, defended by Jackson. Lillard got a good look. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Clark's got 5 rebounds in the game. And there's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to MP. The three is up. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable. And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Hawks.
They had more assists and shot the ball more efficiently. Those things tend to go hand in hand.
And that's so true. Without a doubt, their ball movement was essential to winning this game.
And this win will give them 12 on the year thus far.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And while there were some guys out there that played well, what really stood out was the production for Trae Young.
Well, I thought he was their catalyst tonight, guys. Moving the rock, actively looking to set other guys up. Outstanding work.
Takes a 3. MP shot is off. And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. Cashes in the 12-footer.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
On the wing, Kuzma. And here's MP from outside. He can't get it to go. They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
Here's Lillard into the lane. And the dunk by Lillard.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off. Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what. He's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
Now Lillard. And so it's Atlanta easily grabbing this one.
We can get that one back next time. Get ready to rumble, young blood. The other team's already worried about stopping you, MP.
We want your time at the arena to be enjoyed. That needs to be addressed. Please text the word box along with your issue at seat location to 55555. A member of our calculations team will respond immediately. We look forward to seeing you at our next home game, everyone. Bring your family and friends and everyone in attendance for dinner.
And just a minute or two here for the players to get warmed up before the start of the game. Broadcasting live, 2K Sports presents the NBA. It's Monday night. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst, Greg Anthony, and Hall of Famer, Doris Burke. We're still in the first stages of the season, Doris. How much are these teams relying on analytics right now?
Kev, this is such a fascinating point you bring up because in the offseason, they look at a substantial amount of data. And what the analytics department does, go to the coaching staff. This is what we know can be effective. And there is definitely an adjustment in strategy happening.
Here's Smith. It's been well documented that MP is taking these matchups seriously against other opponents in this conference. You got to wonder if that hasn't provided some extra motivation.
And it seems as though that lofty goal has gotten to MP a bit. He seems off to me. He hasn't performed well in these games against key opponents and certainly is on the outside looking in as far as the All-Star game is concerned. He better pick it up quick.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Up at forward, it's Miller and Bridges. Smith is out there with Ball, and it's Williams at center. Rizachet in the corner. Ball against MP. Three-pointer. Miller grabs the miss. Here's Charlotte. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake.
And here's MP for three. Another miss by MP.
3 straight misses to begin the game, not the start they were hoping for.
Now, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Back to Ball. A 3-ball. Milwaukee with the rebound. And these guys are winning games by at least 11 points per game. I mean, they're beating up on teams in historic fashion.
And these guys are bringing back memories of that monumental season the 71-72 Lakers had at just over 12 points. These guys are nipping at their heels.
Yet another miss, just 1 for 5, not exactly an ideal start.
Charlotte moving it around. Inside, shot clock at 6. Williams' shot is off.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
The three from MP. Another miss by MP.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, MP in the last game against the Magic put on a performance. He added 37 points, and so much of that damage he does is from long range. He really worked hard in that game and put up some big numbers as a result. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing. Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
The Hornets shooting their first free throws of the game. The free throw drops for... Shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
Here's Beasley. A 14-point game for him in the win against Orlando. On the court for the Hornets. Off it forward, it's Miller and Bridges. Spencer Dinwiddie out there with Smith. And it's Robinson in at the 5 down low. Dinwiddie passes to Bridges. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists now in this one. From deep. Good on the shot, and with that, the Charlotte lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from MP.
The floor spacing ability on display by MP right there.
Here's Dinwiddie, and the layup's good off the glass. Dinwiddie's got 4 points this quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
A 3 from MP. Robinson pulls it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Bridges kicks to Dinwiddie. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
The free throw drops for Dinwiddie.
One thing you have to love about Spencer Dinwiddie is his confidence. Here's a guy who knows he belongs, and he's proving it with his play night after night.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Reza Shea is coming in for Kyle Kuzma, and it's Jackson in for Malik Beasley. The Hornets also with the sub. Ball's checked in, and both free throws good for Dinwiddie. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Trailing by 5. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Dinwiddie.
Substitution for the away team. Number 23, Mitchell Robinson.
MP against Ball. And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That'll be his second foul of the game. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And here's MP.